Hi everyone, Ryan here, Ion Capital Solutions. Hope you're doing well. Today I'd like to talk to you about a topic that's on your mind, and that's trying to build a business, okay? Anybody considering business loan brokering or really any other online earning opportunity is considering being an entrepreneur. What comes with being an entrepreneur? Building and owning a business, right? But is that really where your time is best spent? Is that really where your money is best spent, right? Think about the cost of startup, the cost of maintaining a business, the cost of trial and error. Are you going to be focusing on earning money in that business or trying to build it and make it work, right? Anyway, let's talk about it. Okay, so building a business, right? Well, the reality is trying to build a business is a step that you can't skip, right? We can't skip the process. And so if you're considering doing that, understand that you're not going to be active in business. You're going to be building a business. And you're going to be going through a lot of ups and downs and back and forth and restarting again just to get it to function properly. And there's going to be cost associated with that. And I'm not trying to scare you away from it, but you just have to be realistic about that's what the journey is if you try and build a business. So is there an alternative to that? Do you really need to build a business to get started? Well, that's exactly what we're going to discuss here, okay? So I guess a good place to start is perspective. As you're surveying the landscape here, right? Let me provide a little bit of perspective here as to the way that you should be viewing things, the way that you could be viewing things to help you get away from some of the obstacles and challenges, or I guess to help you get around some of the obstacles and challenges that you'll inevitably be faced with, how to expedite that journey, right? It all begins with your perspective, how you see the lane ahead, right? So with that being said, imagine for a second if I said to you, oh, so you want to build a house, right? You're in the market for building a house. Here's a blueprint. Here's some tools and equipment. Here's a hard hat, and here is some lumber. Go build your house. Would you do it? Do you trust yourself to do it right the first time? Do you have enough money to do it again the second time, the third time, the fourth time? Can you do it by yourself without any experience or knowledge? Is this enough? Ask yourself that question and be honest with yourself when you think about the answer. Okay? Well, what if the person selling you on that idea was a pirate, right? On land, selling you a map to buried treasure. Would you buy that map? Would you believe that that map is going to take you to treasure? To the treasure, excuse me, right? It's all about perspective. If somebody's trying to sell you a blueprint on how to build a business, in this case, a loan broker business, and then you're just going to take that blueprint and go build it and it's going to work and you're going to make all this money, it's just not realistic. And trusting somebody to tell you that it's going to occur is not a good idea. Okay? That's just the reality of the situation. Okay? Imagine for a minute, here's a scenario for you. Story time, okay? Imagine you have two pirates on a boardwalk and you want to be a pirate. Okay? But you're not sure how to go about it. So these two pirates sitting there are selling something, right? Pirate 1 is offering you a map to buried treasure and a blueprint on how to build a ship here. Buy this blueprint, here's how you build your ship. Here's this map. Sail your ship across the ocean. Go find your buried treasure. Congratulations, you're a pirate. Stop and consider for a moment if that's a good deal, if you would pay for that, right? Now think about talking about Pirate B. Pirate B says, I'm a pirate. I set sail every single day. There's my ship right there. Would you like to join my crew, set sail with my pirate crew? We're going to take this map and together we're going to go find that buried treasure. Now, we all know you can't trust a pirate, right? But the point I'm trying to make is you want to go with experience, right? Somebody who's going to be there with you through the journey, Not somebody who's just going to hand you a piece of paper and then bon voyage, good luck to you. Think about it for a second. If you try and buy a blueprint to build a business, that's what you're doing. You're handing them money and then good luck. Versus joining a crew, being part of a team, having someone there with you through the experience to journey's end and back again. If you had to choose between those two pirates, which would you choose? Think about it. It's all about perspective, right? Because the reality is, when we're looking to make money online, there's this fantasy, this idea we have. It's easy to get stuck on that, right? It's easy to focus on the dream, right? Sort of allow it to create this illusion for ourselves, and we're going to be millionaires, and we're going to make all this money, and it's going to be great, and it's going to be grand. But you have to be more grounded than that, because the reality is you have to learn about the business in order to be successful. Okay? You can't allow yourself to be distracted by the guise of what's out there and this idea of the dream, the carrot that you're chasing. That's not realistic, because when you dig into the work, it's going to be a different experience. But I get it, right? And thinking about getting involved in a new business, the learning side of it, we associate with cost and time wasted, right? Okay, I got to go to college, which means I have to spend all this money, and I am just sitting there, I'm studying, I'm not making any money, and then when it's all said and done, then I have to go to work and figure it out. So when you're considering getting involved in a new business, you think, well, first I'm going to have to learn, and then I'm going to be able to earn. That's not the case. That's not the case. Okay? You can earn money while you learn in this business. You don't have to try and build a business from scratch. You can plug into an active business and learn how it works by surrounding yourself with experience. Okay? And that's what you need. Okay? And mentorship, somebody to help you there. That's what you need if you're new to a space, if you're struggling in a space. Not buying a map to buried treasure, a blueprint, not taking the lumber and the tools and the, blueprint and building your own. That is going to drive you nuts. It's going to cost you a ton of money. You're going to be left with a million questions, and it's not going to work out the way you want. Okay? There's a small percentage of people will find their way through it, and congratulations to you. That's terrific. There's a better way. Okay, that's the reality of the situation. And again, you're doing that by plugging in to an active business, surrounding yourself with support, knowledge, expertise, mentorship, so that you can earn money while you learn. That's going to give you a realistic chance at success. That's a realistic landscape to look at. So consider your perspective, your mindset in going into this space. Consider for a second what direction you want to go. Do you want to buy the blueprint and try and spend all this time building a business and trial and error and all that cost? Or do you want to plug it into an active business like Ion Capital Solutions and be able to week one hit the marketplace and start working on deals, surrounded with support and mentorship, expertise to accrue knowledge through experience yourself and be able to leverage assets in a system already proven, built, and active? That's a much more realistic journey, right? Join that crew, set sail, learn how to be a pirate, right? Kind of thing. Don't just try and build a ship and figure it out on your own and take a blueprint or a map from somebody else because they said so, and then good luck. You're going to be lost at sea. You're going to sink. That's just the reality of the situation. When you think about it that way, when you have a little bit more perspective and you see a bit further down the road, you realize it's just the truth. Okay, so if you'd like to learn a bit more about Ion Capital Solutions and what we can do for you here in your loan brokering journey, reach out, schedule a call. Let's talk about it. You don't have to do this thing alone. Okay, with that being said, thanks so much for your time. That's going to do it for this video. I'll catch you in the next one.